Things in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Glory and honor in the name of his chosen queen, Empress Waziri Menen. My name is Kwasi Bansu, aka the Chasmatch Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Pan African Happy Man. I'm a creative industry attorney, I'm an artist, I'm an author, I'm an actionist, and right now I am the host of the Lion Voice. Welcome to the Lion Voice Network, and welcome to I Never Knew TV. That's collaboration, it. Pan-African in action. Yeah. We are here in Kingston, Jamaica, with a very special guest, a guest that played a part in my teenage years, who I now get to meet and work with on the front line of Rastafari in this modern time. It's a great honor to welcome to the Lion Voice I Never Knew TV family, the great Spragga Benz. Welcome.
Give thanks. Much respect, my lad.
Yes, I. So, just, for those who may not know, introduce the I self, where the I was born, and the I journey to Rastafari.
Yeah, well, my name is Spragga. William, some of them call me because of the association with Shottas, but I was born in Kingston, Jamaica, and grew up in Franklin Town. Move on to a place, grew up in Southside, but move on to Franklin Town. And from there, I met with Virgins, and we got interested in music, going to stage shows and going to parties and so on. I used to travel distances to do that. So, from there, my interest in music and the love for it just developed. And today I'm one of the leading artists from out of Jamaica.
So the I has established itself as a dancehall icon. There was not a rhythm in the 90s that the I never blessed, and the I song was always one of the highlights. How did the I position the I self, ghetto youth coming from inner city communities to be so prevalent, so many different producers, so prolific?
Well, I guess the love for the music, caused me to follow it to different studios, So when I got involved, like from being close to a studio named Arrows in East Kingston, a virgin from Duane Park, which is out in Kingston 20, that asked me to pick up dub plates, pre-releases, stuff, when I'm coming over. So I stopped downtown at the record store and, get some of the latest records. And that was kind of my connection with a sound, a live sound, and studio. So from there, like asking a virgin now, Bujo, for come do some dub plates, him come and do it on the sound. Me I see how it be done. Me I ask him for some more. Then when they ready to give him, I say, yo, do the rest yourself. So from there, like a little daring, I start to do it. And just freestyling a thing. And, after I finish and him give me the rest of the tune, then he along with Ricky Villa would have said, yo, what you did sounded, like it could have worked. Like you can make it be a song. So I went and I did that. And I went into the studios for the first time. We tried it on the sound system, which was Labens. We tried it on Labens, and from there, to get a better quality, we take it to the studio now to cut it on the dub plates. So, that's how I come up in the whole thing and just become a person that loves the music, and they hear about me from cutting the dub plates and doing that first dub plate for Labens. Other producers hear about it, and the name just went around and just got to be on some of the nicer rhythms.
Just explain how I got the name Spragga Benz.
The name Spragga Benz now, I got that name because, well, I had a best virgin, him auntie come from England, Aunt Flo, rest in peace as well. Like she would come to Jamaica every summer, during some period she would come. So we'd go up there and would eat. she would prepare dinner for us after school, and we would have stopped there, before we reach home and eat the first dinner. And then, so it was a routine while she was there. So at one point, I don't know what happened. I think we started playing football or something, but we never get to reach for it like 2 days. So one day the man them come down and I say, Aunt Flo asked for, She said, the little market, the little skinny spaghetti one. So from there, so them start calling me spaghetti. So the spaghetti thing now, it move on to spigs, sprags, and then go to Spragga. So the Benz part now come from the association with a song called La Benz, which I was telling you about. So we used to always be at the studio, and say, asking the artists them for dub plays for La Benz. So I asked, and one day like Terror Fabulous, I said, yo, every day you hear this La Benz, so what your name, Spragga Benz? And someone I said, yeah man, that's Spragga Benz in name. And you just name Spragga Benz from this up.
There was a point where Rastafari becomes prevalent. You are known for the ladies' tunes. What created that switch within the eye?
Well, it wasn't really, well, you might see it as a switch, but for me it's just part of the journey, same way. Because that is part of the roots. My father was a Rastaman, same way, rest in peace. So I didn't know him as a Rastaman still, but from learning from him brethren them, so that whole concept that already instilled in my house certain way. So I grew up in that atmosphere. Okay. See the Rasta baby picture them on the wall and Marcus Garvey and flags and all that. Not too much, but it was there.
Yes, sir. So
from there, I have that connection with Rastafari. I used to walk through the Bobo camp more time when I come from school, like on South Camp Road, Rhineland, from Holy Family. So see the liberty of it. And coming up in music and getting to travel the world and seeing how things are outside, kind of open your mind a certain way. And then you get exposed to some inconsistencies then in life and in the world and in government and in religion and all sort of things. So to me, the most natural type of liberty when I gravitated to was natural Rastafari liberty. So from there, I just take it to myself because even some more vital points where I try to show you virgin them, so coming up, them always talk about year 2000 and what happened and the world have done and this and you always say, yo, I want in a world without end. And for see it actually come and prove to them, because it was a strong point to them at the time about millennium bugs and you see me, it was a great turning point for them to realize, say, yo, a story here, there are different things to reality. So from that point now, I just more become more of myself.
I hail from, one of the well-known inner city communities in Jamaica. For those who see Jamaica on tourists, board and they will see beaches and think that this is a paradise. Just explain what inner city living is like in the island of Jamaica.
Well, inner city life different to everybody, to each person, because me might see it as something nice, I like it, and I go through and, the next one might see it as something we want to escape from. And really. But it's not just negativity in inner city life, because I'm a product of inner city life, and I don't really think I have a negative outlook to life. It's a learning ground. It's a place where people see the basics of people's life and liberty and morals and everything, and the highest as well of striving and wanting to move forward. So you get a whole two-sided of inner city where you can't get from outside of inner city. Because inner city can't learn now if you adjust to any situation now where them face. Coming up in an inner city life, more than a man in a luxury settings where face look, face different now and then I'm afraid. No know how I'm gonna live, but I understand man change how in a luxury life, you don't know how I'm gonna live. So it can be the best of both worlds, whoever the person is and your concept of life.
So it's a small minority of people in the inner city that are really dealing with the crime and the violence, is what they are saying.
But them just highlighted one because the way the system keep people controlled is by portraying fear every day in whatever broadcast. So them always portray the worst of what it is, and them always do things in them powers to try to fabricate and make it what it is too, you know. So that is what it is. But you have people, and more people I get hip to what the whole game is.
Did your experience in the inner city help the eye to play the character in Shottas? Because most of this audience is gonna know the eye from, this is a ghetto classic, you know, America, across America. Shottas is, you know, one of them movies that where most communities know that movie. Did the eye life prepare the eye, or was it something that the eye had to adjust to or learn about to play that role?
It definitely prepared me for that role because I see that role played in real life more than once, you know, so things that you'd be close and intimate with. So, you know, doing it in that script, it wasn't really that difficult.
Okay. Explain the process, how you got that role and what the whole inside in terms of why you were selected, you know, how you met the director.
Sorry, you finished? Well, my brother named Chuck B. Yeah. Him used to, well, he was still virgin with Seth Silvera, who are the director, producer. And he used to tell me about the virgin and say, virgin, I make a movie, and when time come, why come, you know, play a role. So one day, he bring the script to me and read through it, and, you know, it was a good vibe. Call up a couple of weeks later, and we meet up with the rest of the cast, and a couple of days after that, we just start doing it. It was a natural selection.
Did the eye have any prior acting experience before the eye took that role?
Well, I never have no acting experience, but going to Camperdown, you got drama class, you know. And we have good teachers here. Carl Davis was a drama teacher at the time, you know. And Carl Davis is one of Jamaica's more prominent actors them in our plays and all them way, you know. So give thanks to Mr. Davis as well. But never have no other training into it more than, like, I played a role before, but the role was just me being me performing on a stage as myself, you know. And then Shottas came after that. So yeah, that was the first scripted.
Shottas had themes of good versus evil, two roads, how you take it. There was Ras Tafari, there was badness. What did the eyes feel the main message of the movie Shottas was?
Yeah.
Or messages?
As I say, you know, it's more like, just as you said, the facing of good and evil and the choices where you make, we're gonna make possibly the difference in your life, because one that tell the other one good common sense, say, yo, leave certain type of liberty now. Enough is enough, you know, move. But on the next half, the money I make, this other one, nah, it's just common sense and real reasoning. I decide, so now, they want to go for the food, they want to continue the same way. And, you know, in that type of, even though the end is as it is, the whole concept was not wanting to stop, want to continue that role of destruction, you know. Now it's the common sense, but it show loyalty where at the end, one that want to take it even further for a friend, you know, I would have put everything on the line for a virgin just the same. So it's a story of loyalty to me too, but it's a story of that you have to focus on, you know, what you're doing in life and listen to common sense around you.
In the short time that I've known the eye always moved very humbly, always positive, always love. The eye has experienced violence in the eye own life, with the eye own family. As a father who, you know, see how the inner city struggle can affect, what message would you have for other parents right now who are raising children in these environments, who are going through these struggles? What song would the eye share based on the eye own experience?
Well, you know, my experience is not just unique to I and I alone. You know, whole heap of parents lose them children every day, which is a tragic event. So you just have to show love to your children while they have them. To me, like, you look upon it like, even though them come through you, them not really belong to you, because when them go off, them are going to be of them own same way. So in that time where them under your jurisdiction still give thanks and deal it like a gift, same way, you know, or a loan, where you probably have to pay back, you know, or you probably man about that and you keep it what him loan you. So just so I look on it as far as last, because there's a supreme power, higher power who decide them happenings there, as far as me believe. So mother said just, you know, be involved in a children's life as possible, you know, listen to them, you know, communicate to them clearly and make them know what you expect of them, and, you know, just give thanks to them.
I again know the inner city life, and you see Jamaica. I know the eye is back and forth. The Jamaica that the eye see today, how is it different than the Jamaica that the eye grew up in?
Well, Jamaica that I grew up in, and still there now, is coming like, you don't even know if no difference there, really. Because same thing I go on, I see him division, I see him PNP and JLP, and I see him war and tribalism and really. So it's just the people, to me, you know, I get more tame when it comes to taking certain things that is handed down to them, with them know not to be real and common sense, you know, because of them allegiance to, them die-heartedness to, them, you know, whatever now cause them to. So it's just the people now more accepting of things that them not examine. One time them would talk up or demonstrate or, you know, share knowledge amongst one another about it and see how them can go around that. Or, now them just accepting and say, I said them say so, that have to do.
What role does I think the music plays? The 90s we had gun song, you know, that was prevalent, but we also had a lot of love song. We had Ras Tafari song. Now it seems there's I'm talking now. It seems like there's an imbalance in terms of the songs that are popular among the youth. Then, does I agree with this position? Do you think that it's balanced currently? And what role does I think the music plays in terms of setting the frequency within the island?
All right, first, the music plays a great, answering the question second and first. The music, the frequency of the music definitely plays a great role in the temperance of the island, you know, because whole heap of violence and chop off head and all of them things that really happen, and gunshot and where that happen. But if we still start say, be a love straight, everyone is sing about love, that will happen, but that not go really, it's because you have to have the balance. But right now, the state of music is, to me, is that we can use it as a tool for uplift and educate, or for calm, or for do whatever the frequencies that you choose are, because there's an abundance of frequencies, you know. I just say you choose the violent one or the one that's too destructive. And so the system itself kind of designed for that happen, destruction and chaos and all of that. So you find say more of the music that you go hear in the official programming. So it has been proven and common knowledge say outside influences come into our type of music to direct it to a way where they want the masses to be. So music is very important, and it's good that the youth them express themselves still, and we, you know, as them elders, for kind of help and hurry up to direct them in an energy way can be more productive and profitable at the same time too.
Has the eye had an opportunity, or do any of the younger artists come to the eye as a veteran for guidance, and has the eye had an opportunity to share any of the knowledge that the eye has had with some of the younger artists of today?
Yeah, well, deal with a lot of artists all the time. Always have some younger artists around. So now I have you like Cyclone, like Spragga Benz, Rob Diesel, Amlak Red Square, you know, Bita Sosika, and other artists, and would have affiliated with you like Joshua, Lali, Sosa, you know, some of the other more prominent ones them same way. But the connection, we always try to make it be close enough with the youth and what them do, even though we still have to do what we do as, you know, bigger people for them.
For the younger artists, how important is the business of music? You know, coming through and being wise with your finances. Obviously, Jamaica's unique. We have a dub plate economy. You know, how important is it for young upcoming artists and artists who will rise to learn the business?
It's always important, a very important, a vital part of the music business. But we more in the music and not so much in the business, because the business like thinking and calculating and, you know, things that are so pleasant and creative. But it is very important, and if they have ways to educate some youth when them just start to show interest in music, say, all right, this is the business of the music as well. The earlier we could have started doing that, the better, because you find that later down in life, when someone are elder and old and experienced teach them the wisdom, they might find out, say, they miss out and lose out on all of this from, if them they're younger and channel it from Jump Street, you know, they would in a better position. So I think it is vital that we have music business education, a program like that for the youth them who show interest into music.
Does the eye think that the eye's transition to Rastafari has hurt the eye prospects in dancehall, or do you think it has been an enhancement in terms of economics? Obviously, substantively, we love the consciousness and the righteousness, but does the eye think that if you had kept dealing with the badness, gone into some more of the more explicit songs that are popular, that you would have benefited more economically?
No, I don't think so. I think me straight through. I think there's no difference if I go either way. Because I go straight ahead in what me I do. Yeah. Yeah, so I think it hurt me or build me different from what me supposed to be.
Talk to us about Emperor Haile Selassie the first. You know, obviously, for those who are not familiar, growing up in Jamaica, you hear the name Rastafari, you hear Haile Selassie the first. What was the first memories, or, you know, when you really start, you know, more than just hearing the sound, but really actually researching and looking deeper into who Haile Selassie the first is?
I would have said that it'll be probably around 90, 95, 96 sometime. Yeah, around the time when I start like take up literature about it, or pamphlets or whatever, you know, and scan through them and all them way there. So around that time.
Okay, and what stood out to the eye, you know, about the Emperor?
What stood out is the whole the titles at first. That stood out most. I hear the name and then you hear all the titles, and then you match what the titles to Sunday school, and you know, so from that was the first interest. So going further, I'm coming up on through school and remembering learning about Ethiopia and Italy and all of that, and you know, making that connection, saying, right, this is the person where have all these titles, and this is Ethiopia where never been officially conquered then, and you know, still have anciency from that time till now unbroken, and you know, nobody else name, so we couldn't get up to the answer, me name Lord of Lord, and the world come bow down with me, so you know, so you know, natural say something about the man be,
Yeah.
so you know, giving, yeah, so it's from there, so it kind of gravitate more knowledge. My interest to gain more knowledge about.
What song out of the I catalog is the most demanded song that no matter where the I go, ones are going to request this song?
Probably She Not Ready Yet.
Okay. Yes. Big song.
Yeah.
Girl, I pop on you, but she not ready yet.
Yeah.
Yes. The I was a songwriter, you know. What inspired the writing of all of these songs and all of these rhythms, you know, because the same example, she not I pop on you, but she not ready yet. And it seemed like I just knew exactly the button for press to engage the sister in them. This because the woman them always love the I sang them, and it's like you were speaking to their situation. What inspired the writing of all of these hit songs?
Well, the love for music, as I stated earlier on, inspired the creativity. You know, because from going to school and no say then you might go dance tonight and then it will come school next day, you know, it'll be a problem. So that whole love and seeing someone DJ live and writing your own lyrics from them time they're going to school, you know, in a book, that help you to develop creativity. You know, if you have a good English teacher to teach you, like, you know, structure poems and all that, that I ended up me have access to that too. So, you know, writing the songs now came from most of the time listening to the rhythm, and that I just what the rhythm myself say.
Okay. So you just go where the rhythm take you.
Yeah, most times.
Was it a conscious decision to say, I'm going after the girl them lane, I'm going in the girl them lane? Was that a conscious decision, or was it just what the songs them were leading you to write?
At the time, it was more a conscious decision for go that road.
Yeah.
And influence of a Shabba ranks as well, because Shabba mostly DJ girl tune, a girl them type of a song. So, you know, me like how him approach to the whole thing was. So him never did about neither, so I just started sing some girl song as well. So yeah. Cause even one of the earlier songs, them flap, half of them bow. So, you know, so yeah.
Yes, I know the I music has taken the I around the world. What are some of the territories or the countries that, you know, memorable in the I travelings that you say, wow, you know, this audience really take on to the music?
Well, outside of Jamaica, Japan nice. You know, the people over there, them nice, the place, the scenery, you know, and them love for music is great. You know, outside of Jamaica, I think nobody else really take on to dancehall music, reggae music like the Japanese. And Ethiopia was another great experience for me. Angola, the two places in Africa where I performed was two great vibes.
Full production show you performed in Ethiopia?
Well, when they with the Marleys and Bob Marley's celebration.
Okay, yeah man,
So
historic.
was that, yeah.
That was we have to talk about that. What was that experience like?
And that was a great experience, you know. It was the biggest audience I ever actually faced, you know. Because as far as your eye could see, in all directions, there's people, you know, how people like them put things in the wall, so levels on the wall, people, you know. So, you know, it was like, it was probably about 300,000 people, so that was a great vibe for me right there in that celebration. And even the energy amongst the people when we go out on the street, you know, you see garrison life, and you see sufferation, and you see prosperity and everything at the same time, you know. And you just feel the energy of the place and you say this is a wonderful place and a historic place.
As a Rastafari from Jamaica, what was it like? You know, you hear about Ethiopia from you're small. What was it like to touch on the soil?
Well, it was when I take off my shoes, same way naturally, like, you know. Yeah, so the first time that me actually I touch upon the African continent, you know, so give thanks to Stephen. Yeah, and the whole Mali family, I should say, but Stephen especially, you know,
Yes,
give thanks. And it was a wonderful experience, man, I tell you, you know, because we get to even go places where off limits to a lot of ones who live there. So it was a great experience, you know. Get to see even the reverence more in you know, one-to-one where the people have His Majesty the same way, because just as how the last day him trod, if everything did stay just like this, today if you go back, everything stay exactly just like this same way. So me I say, in the palace, only thing, pick up, dust off, replace exactly how His Majesty leave it. So, you know, it's just the reverence still high, you know, after so many years of chatting. And the whole vibes of just being, you know, the presence, you know, was overwhelming.
So, repatriation, you know, is something that Rastafari chant about, sing about. What are the thoughts on international black repatriation?
As in what capacity?
Just, is it practical? Do you think it's still an aim for I and I as Rastafari? You've been to the continent. Do you think it's something we still should be chanting? As an artist, you know, part of the music fraternity, do you think it's something that you know, the artists of old sounded the trumpet to go back to Africa? Do you think it's still relevant today?
Me more in a reparation more than repatriation still, because if me I go honest with myself, me I feel like everybody get carried away, and I feel like people there before whole slavery advent. So repatriate to where when probably my place is Medipon. See me? Reparations no, pay me for what I do for you. Where you not pay me for where you profit from. More depend that, but at the same time, we not beg nobody nothing either. That's low way. See me? I make we bill.
There I spoke about black people being in the West long before slavery, the transatlantic slave trade. This is a very you know, popular topic now in America. Speak more to the knowledge or what they consider in terms of the black people being in the West prior to the transatlantic slave trade.
It's just too much of common sense. I don't know how nobody can not see that I still, you know, but still for those who don't,
Yes.
you know, if you check, even certain monuments in America, pyramids and all them things over there, you know, black people historically over the world build these things. Nowhere in the world it not say white people build it, not being prejudiced and racist, but nowhere in the world it not say that. So if it there in America too, you know, must say that. That's just one little common sense thing with more reason for myself more than what you tell me.
So you're talking about the monolithic structures that have been found all through the Americas. Okay. And what else in terms of knowledge that you would tell people to seek if they have never heard about that philosophy before? What would you tell them, you know, in terms of seeking knowledge? You gave one example with the structures.
What I don't know because I don't really go visit any one of them personally yet.
Yes.
Some of them want to speak on it like that to say, but readings show say all over in America now, even now, there are discoveries of presence and proof of black presence before slavery. Just say it now come to mind now,
yes,
but definitely,
yeah,
you know, so much, even the whole, not just America alone, the whole planet. Hemisphere and everywhere, South America, North America, all over. Not just this, probably them never this much because them never too want this, right? Never too pleasing to what, you know, but the presence was there. I sure say been there before slavery advent. To me, even the Indians, anybody melanated to me, a black people same way. Not because you call them so, that means say that. A black people, them fit all of the descriptions of black people. We can show you black people who you call black people who fit that description there.
So, in terms of artists, one of the things I really love about the I Instagram and social media presence is not normal. The I really don't use it just to promote your music. You really are spreading different, news stories, information, esoteric knowledge where not readily available, and your engagement, your audience has really accepted that. What inspires, the way that they use your social media, not for your own promotion necessarily. Most times it's mostly, trying to enlighten the people. What inspires that from the I?
Well, as a purpose, as a musician, we're coming in accidentally. I more feel like that's the purpose where we accidentally come in for just, discuss things where people might not want to talk about, but where, you should have really talk about, or you should have really looked on it, you should have really asked a question, or, whatever it is, open your mind to it. So, using the internet, to me, it can be mainly for promote music, because that wasn't my first reason where, even though I love music, that wasn't the first thing where carry me for want to do it. It just have a man I bet me say, I bet you do it. You see me? And I like me the studio and night time I wait for, So it's a purpose I come for use, and since I never did plan to do it, then what the purpose is. So along life you realize and say it's for, speak against things where to yourself, or you believe to yourself, not to be what the popular narrative is, for people who might not be looking or listening, but affected. So since we can talk to them in a layman terms, try to do that, and if I can use the platform, you have to talk to more people over the place. You have to use it because we know that the platform you use for corrupt people at the same time too. But the thing don't say same knife stick sheep off a stick board, so use it to spread my beliefs and my overstandings of things where we think affect us, like even Rastafari and nationality and jurisdiction or freedom and science and God or whatever it is. Speak to him, have a vibe to talk about it. Open the floor and talk about it. If somebody out there want to challenge it or educate me more upon what me think, I could do that.
What things do you want the people to know? What issues right now in Spragga Benz heart, way heavy on their mind that they want to raise awareness about, Let's share some of them.
The greatest issue to me is how willing the people become to accept things that they know is not so, and them can prove it with them own little bit of common sense if them try. Say somebody will go way out of them way to tell you one big lie and swing you go around this so. That to me, how reach this so.
What do you think the cause of that is? The people, why do you think they become so? Do you think it's a result of the programming? True.
Definitely part of the programming too, and yeah, it's all programming, but the complacency we fall over with as well, and the way it's designed to me is that they make it difficult and kind of unattractive for you to succeed through the routes of them channel success. Say, you have to find a different route for yourself than as youth, and that no cause if you be in a system now where benefit them and take away from you and serve a whole thing where you're more open to outside control of yourself. You know, so me, just a lot of things are being said, and me just feel like people for be wise in themselves and judge things for themselves. If I want to use an example, then use the recent issue of the whole pandemic.
Yes.
Jamaican people see a flu, you catch it, and you use a remedy them, and you get better. You don't need for you lock down and mask up and stifle yourself and all of them things that were proven destructive to your system. And out of fear with them cause you for in and out, you are stifle yourself for the whole day. You know? And after it all said and done, and them say, oh, you know, say, I kind of missed it, nobody not gonna dead from it again. Make a move on to something different. What that did for? And how easy we believe that I'm frightened. And what going to come next now? So we're going to frighten and fool and lock in again. Not saying yeah, try for insight nothing. But what going to happen again when another fool like come? It'll take a whole heap of long for catch on to it. So people I call we were telling us, yeah, stupidness, this, you know, we get ridiculed, I villainize, all sort of thing now for doing that. But it's a position where if you get put in a position, either you can decide to play it or I don't play it, you know. So I don't judge nobody who don't feel like they want to play it. I play it how me see it, and if I feel like I use me there and talk about this, because I feel like, you know, climate not change from a born. Oh, it becomes such a big issue now, and the same climate Jamaica have from ever since, I know climate change is such a big. My sister has something new this come now, because something we have to pay for now, and something we have to cause restriction and limitation to rights and freedom as ejaculation. So I always be talking about things that I feel concerned and something that why I tell me about the earth round all the while, I'm a fly wall, I'm not saying no way. Common sense things, I go bring it up, and you open for prove me wrong, or for enlighten me more to, yes. So we just put it out there.
The I was very vocal during the COVID, and the I produced a big song where I'm on love, and I sent to all of my family, where you were singing on a classic dancehall rhythm, talking about the COVID virus. Does the I feel vindicated now? Most of the things that I was singing in the song, were later now proven. I don't know if the song got banned or what the response. What was the impact of that song, and what was the inspiration that made you say, let me take it musical?
Well, the impact of the song is that you there ask about it now, so I sing it and people hear it, and it come for pass say a lot of the things I say is really true, and you have to face it, because we say it, but because I fear some people never want to accept it. But the ugly truth is that hospitals started to kill people for real. I know that people are dead, I know that them are collect and a benefit same way, But government knows that foolishness is, but them decide say it have to go through, because them make whatever, commitment them feel them bonded to. So put we in a predicament.
Moving forward, as Rastafari, we have been telling people about this New World Order for generation. I came into the church, the elders were chanting this. Now we're moving to a cashless society where, most of the things our elders told us, I don't think they miss on one thing. There's not one thing that the Rastafari elders were saying from that time that I've seen proven wrong. Where do you think what do you think I need to be doing as, the adults of this time, the Rastafari in this time, who are now, who have the strength, who are taking the realms, the elders now are mostly, elderly and need health care and different things. What do you think I should be doing at this time?
Right now, just as His Majesty is saying, organize and centralize. So we, as a mid-generation, then, for sure, say, all right, we come and learn, we have to make the organizational structure now for them youth where you have to go straight. Say, all right, say a structure you have to follow, because just when we are telling you, say, water down a sea, Alright, even though you never go, you live in a mountain. See me? So them have to we have to find a way to make them trust our experience of our trad and the similarities what we see them about for face in a magnified, in a magnified way. Because me also they are here about New World Order. I'm born come hear them thing there. You see me? Born and hear and see people I laugh off a black art man and all of that. So seeing it manifest and them use the exact same words where the little Rasta man in our Angola did I say, I use the same exact words where the government 20 years or 50 years now come and use the same exact word for me the same thing where the man did I say. So we have to look into these things and them things that me look into as well for to say, yo, Rastafari are really the way. Because all of the things that is prophesied by them, are spoken about by them from them reasoning, we come actually see it. And all of the things them say, I go come further. It only safe to say, that I go on if we allow it to go on. So how much time the man I'm gonna tell you I go on and you gonna laugh and then see it go on and then act like it never happened. You see me? We know, say, you have to move forward by demanding your rights. But more time, it's hard for motivate some people say, yo, come now man, you gotta take that iron pipe lick, but after that you're putting them a good to and you gotta stand up for it. You just have to show say you're firm in a way you believe and move towards. And right now, for to say all of this cashless thing when they push it towards what we know say come like joke, because how come you can control all of my money? You and then you can determine further when me can buy, how much me can spend, who me can get a thing, everything by your computer screen.
Yeah, they can lock off your money supply.
Huh? Yeah, you can lock off my money. I can do everything. Where in a bank now, really, them still can do it and all of that. But when it exists, none at all, me not have the option, them have a problem with that. They have a big problem with that. By any means where currency is supposed to be popular, if I can have some by myself too. So if a stone are the thing tomorrow, if I can have some stone too, I'm a yard for emergency. When no matter what you think, me can have access to what me work for. Not through one little card I want, so I want to have that option there for myself. The card can be a convenience for me choose. But I want the common denominator, it be material to me. So that's why I'm kind of against, and that's why Rastafari say things like that are used for control way. Mm-hmm. You see me? So that's one thing me against it right now, from now then, judging from that, me don't want to control it. And then we say, even more mechanicalized and computerized and automated and artificial things where I come into the whole play in a creation now, and more time I have a concern with them things that about me not really going at that yet until me know more about it, but I'm concerned about it.
Yeah, man, it's serious. Yeah. But science fiction becomes so real.
I don't know how popular that is to people, but certain things, that's it good.
So people know the eye from the movie Shottas, but the eye also became a film producer, the eye self, and got into film production. Talk to I about the eye film, the inspiration, the process of bringing it to the market.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't my own effort still, it was through effort with top-notch vision, Cleon James, our next virgin from out of Montego Bay. And him always, interested in making Jamaican type movies and making, stepping up the production of it. So him present a project that he was working on back in the days after me do Shottas, him drive down from Boston, come meet up in New York and present a project with him that we're upon. And so they said I could do a thing. So, I play a role night, but I promise him to further on, I like a direction. So further on when things right, we more work, we could do some things. So send me what you have. So more time that send me the scripts and reach one. Him send me one now, this one, him second chance where it kind of resonated with me now. Even from Shottas, I know until then, people expect Shottas too, but that are not really people for really look on, cause I know one thing every day. So this basically was like a definitely 180 from Shottas, cause I can't 360, I got end up at the same place. So definitely 180 for go different direction. It's more a story of triumph still, but a feel good movie where you can watch with your family, and it entails the trad where youths go through as Rastaman and choosing to express themselves, so forth. The obstacles them meet in the corporate world, regardless of them qualifications, whatever it is. So that was what we try to bring to that movie as well. But also for sure the connection of people who have drifted apart and reconnected in certain ways, and the emotion that bring, and the possibility of doing things again, and not starting from scratch but starting from experience now and moving forward from this. So that was the kind of story we want to bring in this movie, Second Chance.
How was Second Chance received by the people? You went out, you had several different showings of the film. What was the reception?
Well, from all who have seen it, we get positive reviews from them all. I don't know if they want to be, because at Spragga, I don't talk to me. No, but even some people, because we did, because it's a totally independent thing we do, because it was in the pandemic as well, and them said nobody know for move, and but I said we need to do what we do. We can't really make, because Babylon say lockdown, we not do nothing, and we know say we have projects to move forward on. So it was within that time, so less movement didn't happen too. So we did it though, and give thanks to the cast, all of the cast members, who really give up them time, and the audiences at the premieres that we did in different cities, in the major cities, them sold out fully, and standing ovation and all them type of vibes there. So we presented to I think a link, they'd send it to Netflix, but when I get the reception there, like them say, we're not really up to par yet, but you can watch it on Tubi.com, for free, same way, and just full joy the frequency,
What's in the future for Spragga as it come on to acting? Does the eye want to produce films, or what do the eye see in terms of the future?
Yeah, I still feel like I make more visual productions, because sometimes that kind of effective in bringing across a message too. So if we can get the right script them together, we definitely would do that, because a picture say 1,000 words. So probably a film say 1,000 songs. So making a film bring across a message right in your face, more than even a music video.
Why do you think there's such a demand for 90s dancehall?
The happy vibes that 90s that happened. It wasn't so dark, it never digitized yet for lose the warmth of the sound. So even that contributed to that sound from the 90s. And then we really never go so hard as people think, or so graphic as people think. We still kind of contain ourselves. We never really go off a shock value, where nowadays, them say a shock value, so a shock value. Yeah.
What was it like working with the legendary Dave Kelly?
Was always a good creative energy, So when Dave, I build with him at the same time, I gotta think of an idea where a couple of ideas, and we have a bounce it off each other. You might say, all that fight that sound, all that, But it's a youth him basically know where him want to hear. Him know what him want to hear. So him know how to tell you exactly where him want to hear you say, which might not be what you want to say. But Dave is a great producer.
Legendary. These songs, even with the event of everything that's happening. You go anywhere around the world.
And I want to add in most cases, if you go with what him say, it work for you. Yeah. If you go with what him say, it work for you. I don't want people think I'm nothing bad in a way, so let me clarify it.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning of working with him, me used to have a book with some songs, but that are an old book.
Yeah.
So when I have a voice now and have my new song, them different and I'm ready. And him not like a couple of them. What me know to them bad. And he must say, what the old book? And I say, all right, and take up the whole book and start DJ 2 things out of the whole book. And at that him start, say every time now, me have to DJ something out of the whole book. He must say, that is that energy where he like so. Yeah. And it worked most of the time, until we go for run out the book and start. Yeah.
Every time, Spragga, I never miss on a rhythm yet, And I when take off the yet, you just never miss on a rhythm, I said that. So, talk to I about this rise of afrobeats. Does the I think it has eased out the dancehall, or does the I think it's complementary to what I are doing and the future of Jamaican dancehall?
It's a shift in the musical arena, definitely. It shuffle around. They're in a position where dancehall was exactly. Yeah, economically and even being pushed to the mainstream. But I don't see it as a problem or a threat or nothing like that, because it's still derived from dancehall, accept it or not. Just like many other genres of music derived from reggae and dancehall. So I just wait for get ourselves organized as an industry where demand the respect where others demand. So, the structure is there where we can follow. You don't have to take everything, but we can take, good parts we can work for we. And as I say, we need an organization generation here then to try to set that the upcoming youth them and that can adhere to that right there.
Have you had an opportunity to work with any Afrobeats artists? And are there any Afrobeats artists that I could name that you would love to do a collab with?
Unless I'm follow it, so. I swear. My youth named Black Sheriff.
Okay. Yes.
In the one show now, it really like. Yeah. But that to me, not even Afro. That is just life. The way I sing about.
It's a different type of style.
Yeah. Black Sheriff.
Yeah, man, from Ghana.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one come from, but
Ghana artist.
Yeah.
So, in terms of touring, what countries in Africa would I love to touch that you have not had an opportunity yet?
Well, as I said, so far only 2 countries me really walk through. Some fly through, but I'm ready for going up on the continent. As long as it's a secure environment, and people know say, a music will come for bring to you.
Rastafari has not penetrated the African American inner city like it has in Jamaica. There's no ghetto or place in Jamaica you can go, and Rastafari is not, the youths them grounded in terms of they know what Rastafari is or not. What do you think I need to do to penetrate the African American inner city? Do you think it's possible? I know Bob Marley, when he before he passed, that was his mission. He started to play at the black venues like Apollo Theater because he was going to the stadiums, and he said he didn't see any black people, so he wanted to reach the African American audience. Today we still haven't really penetrated, which is why this collaboration with I Never Knew TV is so important. But what does I think as Rastafari we need to do to reach out to the African American inner city youths?
Well, Rastafari located in America need for probably follow the The words are as much as the same way, and the directions with the EWF, you know, and organized and centralized, just as I say, 'cause that's how everything have to come from first. And since they already have like a step-by-step manual with the EWF as to how to approach America, you know, who for appoint and all of them things, what type of people for try to recruit. His Majesty already give that brochure, you know. So like I say, for the ones that were located there, for when they meet up, discuss, you know, that you know, possibility of going exactly with what His Majesty say. No matter if whichever outside mansion it come true, you know, this are the design where the master architect present.
In terms of the inner city vibration, you know, we have a phenomenon in Jamaica where we have dance leading community. For those who are outside of Jamaica and maybe don't understand, explain what that, you know, when people talk about Dan culture, what they're speaking about.
Dan culture?
Yeah, like inner cities, and there would be a Dan in that area that's running, because I don't think America.
The America to one. America, we get that concept from, you know, about Dan.
Yeah.
What the Dan? The Italian.
What would be the equivalent of from American culture? Just draw the parallel.
Still, any projects you're going on, you always have somebody who are the boss or the top dog or whatever they want to call them going there. Just the same like Jamaica, but only thing is more politicized in Jamaica because the demographics or the island split up and set up, you know. Most of the Dan them so-called get support from, traditionally, would they get support through political connections. America, you just, most of them get them position from being in jail and doing a bid or whatever, you know. So from there, so them build for them, you know, them status and thing from a building on the street and become the same equivalent to who in our garrison down here, same way. So I feel all of that to, for Jamaica settings, for even America settings, it depends on who, but it always good for have a person in our community where accessible to people, where split justice. So whatever the name of them want to call a person who can motivate the people them for do something more positive and uplifting for them surroundings, you know, them people that me would have more called Dan.
Yeah, and I think, you know, in African village culture, there's always a chief. You know, we just as African people, there's always gonna be that person, that system, you know, that we align ourselves. And I think that's why in Jamaica it's just natural, because we're coming from African tribes, you know, from all over the continent. So that Dan culture, what they would call, would be equivalent to a village, and the village having a chief, councillor, elders, all of those things exist in these. You know, I just wanted as someone who come from that environment, to just, for ones who are not familiar, know that there's a parallel. You know what I mean? So we give thanks.
And they always have warring factions. So
true. Even in Ethiopia.
There's a war for different things.
I just want to thank the I for taking the time. From I know the I don't think I asked the I anything, and the I ever tell I no yet, you know. And I give time. We don't come with foolishness either, you know. So we give thanks. And I want the public to know that, you know, I started the Association of Rastafari Creatives during COVID, and Spragga was our first paid member. So I want the public to know that there is not just talking these things about organize and centralize. When the call came to organize Rastafari Creatives, the I was there as a legend. So we have a lot of ones who haven't reached the I status, who's still skeptical. The I as a legend, you know, has led by example, and it means a lot to I and I. So I just want to tell the I that, you know, face to face is the first time I'm meeting the brethren. It's a surreal moment for I, you know. Because the I was part of Iman Uprising as a youth, you know, before me Ras anything, you know, I was a Spragga Benz fan. So sitting here with Spragga across, you know, is a joy now. Any final sounds, Spragga? You know, I never knew TV is here. It's a massive platform. What is the final sound to the family US, UK, Caribbean, Africa, worldwide? You know, what message does Spragga Benz bring in these perilous times?
Well, for the immediate time, the immediate moment, the most, imperative thing is for us ask people to start think for themselves right now, and question things and be, courageous enough in themselves to stand up for what them truly believe, regardless of what consequences might seem, because it might seem, it seems that the people who stand up in a COVID and did lose them work never did I get no compensation. And see, come back around now where judges are ruled, so them people have to get reinstated and compensated. So it depends on where you stand up for. And if you believe in it, that would I tell people right now, be aware and stand up for them believe in it.
Give thanks, Spragga. These conversations, we're going to continue them both on the Lion Voice Network and on I Never Knew TV, and in collaboration. Very important for I because the time has come for the Lions to tell our own story. And this is the Lion's Voice.
Selah.
Give thanks.
Ras Tafari.